What is going on, guys? Dragon here, back with some more Elder Scrolls Legends, and let's see what deck we feel like playing today. Mid-Assassin was yesterday. We want to actually make sure we're going on to the ladder. Let's go for Action Market Assassin for one time. Finally got the deck tracker issues worked out. I'm glad to have that going. New edition. I don't know if I've uploaded anything for Action Market Assassin since the expansion. The only new cards I've added, I'm pretty sure I've cut some cards. I cut the Thieves Guild Fences, I believe, and I cut one other card, and we've gone up to 3 Smuggles, 3 Schemers, which I think we were at 2 and 2 before, and we also added 3 copies of this new card, Murkwater Guide. Playing against a Scout, so we're going to need to be a little bit aggressive against him, but I think we have a decent matchup here. I'm going to aggressively use the ring to start trying to cycle some cards, especially to get this guy out here. Because then if we draw a curse, we can turn this guy into a little beast. And we have an Ungolem. Doesn't do anything for us yet, but it is an Ungolem. I'm always going into any ramp scout matchup assuming it's going to be ramp. And I just wait to be proven wrong. Okay. Double Fighters Guild recruit pretty early on. Guess we take back the field lane. This one doesn't feel great, but you know. How do we want to do this? Let's cycle a little bit. I'm gonna start burning through our deck. Because he's going to start playing some big stuff soon. Let's play this too. We pulled ourselves a Firebolt, so if he happens to have another Fighters Guild recruit, we can take care of that. There's the first Hist Grove, but you know, this far into the game, it's not too bad. We've got a Swindler. This isn't a great idea to take that damage, but I mean, I think the 1 damage could actually come in handy in this matchup. Want to get this guy out here soon. I can actually go him and him next turn. I'm hoping he can survive one more turn, and this guy can survive one more turn. That's fine.
I'll scout ahead.
He's gonna ramp one time. We do need to get moving. He's being pretty aggressive with his attacks, which is good for us. Now we've got 2 curses ready to go.
For the Black Hand.
Let's play a guide. Get a market out while we have the Magicka. We got 7 damage on board next turn. Potential another 2 curses. Okay. That'll be a double curse. I can actually quad curse this thing. That'll do 4 damage. I'm gonna do it, mostly because of the damage. Four, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage on turn. On board for next turn. He's got to have a guard, though. That's not a great guard. I don't think that's the right one to shackle. Okay, how do we do this one? We've got to curse at least that. I want to get Brotherhood Slayer out. Okay. close to lethal. He can kill one thing with that. Only problem is he's ramped up quite a bit. So he can kill 2 things so far. I mean, we've done pretty well with not the greatest draw either. But we're still in a good spot. I don't know why you'd leave the Skulk. Unless you have an answer for it.
I am a child of darkness.
I draw power from these trees.
Because you just let me draw a curse. It's going to be the final nail in the coffin.
It's nothing personal.
It's a good day to die.
Yeah, why would I take the trades, man?
Time to die.
Alright, so we just got all up in Scout's face. Hit rank 8, so we don't got to worry about a demotion now. See our rewards. Archer's Gambit, you know, not the greatest thing, but it's something. And let's find us another one. This deck has always been so fun. It does rely a little bit on drawing somewhat well to beat Scout. It can be more aggressive than it normally looks. Like you saw there, we could just kind of start going face. Normally I want to trade a little bit, kind of try and set up multiple markets, and then get into a Hex Mage, possibly a Smuggles. But when you're playing a Scout and you see that you have that kind of matchup, you could just start swinging face with everything. Obviously the Skulk always wants to go face, but things like the Shaman, where you would maybe trade or use curses to keep that thing alive, just start swinging face, doesn't matter. Sorcerer is not a great matchup for us. We have a lot of frail creatures. Let's full ship. This is probably worse overall. I don't like to play this guy with no actions. This guy is meant to answer things, but probably not things that are going to have ward. And she is more of a late game kind of gal. But we'll see. If he wants to use a Sorcerer's Negation on this thing, he's probably going to lead with a Ward Crafter, to be honest. No Ward Crafter. We're going to draw a Shaman. Let's try and bait out the Firebolt or the Sorcerer's Negation, possibly even Harpy. I'm not really sure what he could be going for here. If I ring this guy out, it's probably going to bait out his first Lightning Bolt. That's an interesting one. Yeah, let's do it.
Hands off my way.
In some alternate universe where this guy sticks around a little bit, I want that to be a thing. Try and stack up curses for a big Hex Mage turn. The goal is obviously weaken him enough to where we can finish them with Hex Mage and Market.
This day will be mine.
Do you have a Harpy? Ward Crafter? What do you got? Got a Harpy. What did we draw? Lightning Bolt? Okay. Just gonna get the Shaman out. This will probably bait out the first Firebolt, or Lightning Bolt, if not Negation. Looks like he likes his top deck. It's a Shadow Fan. Okay. Let's hit that. Drop one of these. Nothing else for now. We don't have the best start here, I'm not gonna lie. Jesus. Take one of these. I'm gonna get a second Nord, which doesn't really help us, but hoping for maybe a suppress in here. Nope, we're gonna get an improvised weapon.
My sword is yours.
Alright, that's fine for now. Not in a great spot, but where there's double Hex Mage, there's hope. But we're just kind of low on actions at the moment. But double Hex Mage, if we manage to get it set up, plus Lightning Bolt is 8 damage from hand, which is always really good. I'd like to get into a Market soon. Swims at Night plus Market would be great next turn. Also wouldn't mind drawing into our other Territorial Viper for when something gets buffed by that Haunting Spirit. But Sorcerer is one of the hardest matchups for us. They got fat guards. They've got wards and all these quality things that we don't like to deal with.
Confound you!
There's our noodle.
By the 8th, they will meet their makers.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Double guide. I mean, let's see what we're dealing with first. I figured that would be the case. Just because that was worst case scenario. Alright, we can play Murkwater Guide and Swims at Night next turn to get 2 of whatever card Swims at Night gives us. Potentially. We're hurting though. We're gonna need double market to get some health back. This is looking like our only hope is a double Hex Mage big combo, but like I said, we've only got 1, 2 actions.
Mother of
We're gonna work towards it, but I don't think it's happening.
Confound you! The longer the odds, the sweeter.
Okay.
They'll never outsmart me.
Okay. I think we're kind of just going to go for it next turn. We have enough Magicka to play Hex Mage and Lightning Bolt, or even to light Ice Storm the whole board. There's a market. 3.
I am a child of darkness.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Brains of a broad.
Go there first, because if we lightning bolts, we want him to lightning bolt this. He might even go face with it. Okay. Now we're dead to Prophecy Bolt or Ice Spike or many other things. But okay. I think we have to just hope we're not dead.
Purchase.
He's got so many things that can kill us. Ancano, Lightning Bolt, any charge. But if we happen to live this turn, or these 2 swings, we win. I don't think I have any way of skipping the last rune. I think we just gotta go for it.
Brains of a broad.
Hands off my ware.
Whew.
a fine battle.
I have many.
Talk about stealing one. Holy crap. Wow. I didn't think we had any chance in that matchup. Those last 2 runes were scaring me so much to swing at. But we managed to steal 2 runes, or 2 wins, and drew 15 cards in the matter of 2 games. Which, I mean, the deck has tons of cycle, so it's kind of what it's meant to do. But yeah, pretty good episode for Action Market Assassin. The Murkwater Guide is a great addition to the deck. Doubling up on the 0 cost not only gives us more flexibility and more options, but also obviously feeds into the markets and sometimes the Hex Mages. So definitely a great card to add to this list. Do I have something over here? I don't. I think I have something though from Twitch drops. What did I receive? 50 soul gems. 1,500 soul gems. That's a really good pull. That's like any legendary I want. But that's going to be it for now, guys. As always, thank you all very, very much for watching. I'm Dragon Tamer Blade, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.